I'm Mike with The Wandering Wolf, and this is Tiwanaku. Hey guys, we are here at Tiwanaku. This is a pre-Incan site, and it is about an hour and a half away from La Paz. It has several megalithic structures all over the area, lots of ancient carvings, full of history to explore. We're gonna do that right now. Come along. Man, after so long wanting to come to this place, it's kind of surreal actually being here. And honestly, we kind of lucked out that we're here when we are. With COVID and everything going on, travel has been pretty restricted. Getting into the country, tourism is basically shut down here in Bolivia. So we actually have this entire site to ourselves, which just is something special. That doesn't happen very often. You go to any of these places where you get something all to yourself to explore and see and take your time with. Walking around up here will take it out of you too, with the altitude. So it looks like some people are here. So, from what I understand about this site, all these ropes and stuff, they didn't used to be here. You used to be able to walk right up to everything and really get an eye for it. So if you come over here and look, this is some of the stuff that I've been so excited to see. These drill holes, it goes straight in, and here's some more just incredible examples of stoneworking. These 90-degree cuts into the rock with surrounding, the skill and technology needed to do that wasn't done with hand tools. Mainstream archaeology will tell you that a lot of this was done with hand tools, but the smoothest of the, like, replicate it. If that's the case, replicate it, that's all, you know? Some of this stuff is, and we're talking about andesite, an extremely hard stone to work with. And Tim, where did we say this was quarried from?
From Lake Titicaca.
So about 50 miles away? About 50 miles away, some of these massive stones were transported to this area. Incredible. Guys, we are on top of Akapana, the pyramid built by the Tiwanaku people. This pyramid is a cross-sectional design almost perfectly aligned with the cardinal directions. It's about 7 stories high, only of about 3 levels left standing to this day. Originally, scientists thought that the pyramid was built into this, or at least part of it was built into the side of an already existing mound. Turns out, no, they built this entire thing. This is all one pyramid. A lot of it just hasn't been uncovered or excavated yet. So we are standing on an ancient pyramid right now. Pretty cool. Oh my God, look at the way that's carved. Just a perfect symmetrical carving, wow. So look at the level of craftsmanship in some of these stones here. I mean, stepped carving, right angles, drill holes. If we make our way down here, the level of detail in here, these right angles, and these aren't even the best examples out here. We're gonna show you some better ones. It's just incredible, the level of craftsmanship that went into the stoneworking here. And they're just on display everywhere. Some of the fine cuts into some of these. It's incredible. I've been dying to see this for so long. I'm so excited to be here. I hope you guys are too. Wow. So one thing that's so cool about a lot of these, I don't know if it's cool, but a lot of the sites that I've visited all over the world, is you'll notice there's different, as the layers go up, there's different levels of craftsmanship. Now at the bottom here, it might be easy to assume that some of these are lesser craftsmanship, but they've been weathered away. And if you look closer, you can see how well they're fitted together. Just completely, they just all fit together perfectly. No breaks in between the stones. You move up a level to that back wall, and these are just straight blocks. They're all just perfectly rectangular blocks. And the level of craftsmanship, this doesn't look like it's on par with the lower level. And what you'll find at a lot of these ancient sites is that they're rebuilt. They're discovered, and then people rebuilt it to what they assumed it looked like before. And I really wish that a lot of these places, they would just leave them alone. All throughout Central America and Mexico and different places, they build these sites back up, but that's not how they were discovered. So when you visit these sites, just know that most of the time, that's not how they were found. They were found in disrepair and in ruins, and people have built them back up to what they think that they were. So, but still, you can pick up a lot of details here. It's really cool. This stuff I geek out on. So we are at, this part of the site is called Canta Talita. And there's a bunch of scattered stones and stuff all around. This area has some incredible examples of the level of craftsmanship with the stoneworking here. As you can see right here. I mean, just in each one of these single cuts, you have examples of 90-degree angles in each of these cuts with 90-degree angles inside of those. If you understand anything about how difficult that would be with what mainstream archaeology tells us how the site was done with hand tools and things like that, it's just, you know, it's a bit mind-blowing. So this kind of stuff blows. I mean, you've got 90-degree cuts and 90-degree cuts and on top of 90-degree cuts with ledges inside of cuts inside of ledges. This stuff is so cool. Walk with us around. We're going to show you some more of the stones that are over here. So right here, I'm going to show you some incredible craftsmanship here in the cuts of the stone. Look at the cuts in there. And then if you can see this little groove that goes all the way down. Just perfect straight line. Little tiny groove. I mean, this stuff is incredible. Love it. So right here we have, I don't know, I've heard it been described as like a sluice or something like that, but I'm gonna show you here. It's just a perfect example of the level of craftsmanship with 90-degree cuts, straight lines. Then you have like this curved sloping effect. Here it is. And on the top up here, you have these examples of like these lock keys. So something else would have fitted right here against it with that same shape on the other side, and you could have put metal pieces in there holding them together. Now, if you look right here at these tiny drill holes, look at that. All the way down on what used to be a groove that ran across the whole thing. Something used to be fitted there, and then you come onto the front, and look at the carvings across the whole front, the level of detail and craftsmanship. The work on display here is incredible, and it is really mind-blowing. I hope that I'm showing it to you guys in such a way that you're able to appreciate just how amazing this is. If you can't tell how excited I am to be here, let me just tell you, I'm excited to be here. This is so much fun. The lock key, all these grooves. Drill, look at this. This goes all the way through. My fingers are touching with two perfectly drilled holes. The level of craftsmanship, it's one thing to cut a square out of a stone, right? It's another thing to cut these grooves down that are like a millimeter thick, and they're perfectly level across these stones without making a mistake. to have these perfectly cylindrical drill holes. I don't even know what type of stone that is, at perfect right angles all over the place. And some of these are sloped. Like how are they cutting it in these sloped? So this right here is the semi-underground temple. As you can hopefully see behind me, it has carved heads all throughout it. One of the main heads in here is the Cougar Man. It's right by the entrance. We're gonna check that out. We're gonna get down in here and show you guys some of these heads. Pretty cool. So supposedly, a lot of these heads, there's a couple different theories, resemble heads of, you know, at different places, what would have been the heads of your enemies that you would have put in place in front of temples or different things like that. We've also heard that some of these heads resemble other races. A lot of these heads are extremely weathered down. It's hard to make out some of the features, but we're gonna explore these and get better shots so you guys can make up your mind for yourself. Some of these heads, you know, they look like they may be wearing traditional garb or different stuff like that, but some of these heads, they look like typical depictions of aliens. Some of them are skulls. They look like skulls. It's pretty cool. Most of them are so weathered down, it's really hard to make out exactly what the intended look of the sculpture was supposed to be, but it's still, this is really cool. Check this out, they even got drainage stuff going on here. My technical expertise words here, drainage stuff. But running down the length of this thing, massive. Behind me here is Cala Sacea, which is a raised area, and this site is also aligned with the cardinal directions. The entrance and the corners also match up with the solstices and the equinoxes. We're gonna head up here, get you guys some great footage and show you around. This is the Gate of the Sun. It is one solid piece. It was carved from one solid piece of stone. It's 9 feet high, 13 feet wide, and it weighs over 10 tons. There are 48 carvings across the top of the stone, with one central figure in the center, with all the carvings looking in towards that central figure. It's believed that figure may have been a god of some sort, and there is a similar stone carving at the sister site Pumapunku just down the road. Believes they may have been connected, not sure about that, but it is an impressive feat of stoneworking and engineering. Absolutely incredible to see in person. So, more adjustments. We got Tim here, he is filming Pumapunku, doing his thing with the main drone. Got Austin here. And he is taking off with that Mini. So we got all this worked out with the people here at Tiwanaku. And then we get over to Pumapunku and the gate's closed, it's locked, there's no one around to let us in. We're trying to figure out what to do, so we're like, all right, you know, we have permission now. So let's get the drones up, get the shots in case we can't get somebody to come back and let us in. So at least we have that. So hopefully we're able to capture footage of the site here for you guys by drone. I can't tell you right now in this moment that I'm not feeling a bit disappointed with not being able to just, I can see them. I can see them right there, these stones that I've been wanting to, man, for so long, I've been wanting to come out here and get right up on them and see them. And I'm so close and I can't get over there. So hopefully after we do the drone shots and we get all that done, we can get back over here square things away within. Maybe they'll send somebody over and let us in and we can walk around and film this so we can get these detail shots that we really want to show you guys. It's been an adventure so far. Guys, we are here, Pumapunku. It was closed earlier. We were able to work it out with the local authorities. It took some wrangling and stuff. We had to sign some paperwork and agree to let them take copies of all of our footage. So we were actually able to work it out and do everything legit. They came over here and opened the gates, let us in. We are at this place. I have wanted to be here for so long. I know I say that in almost all of my videos, and almost all of our videos, but this place has held a special interest in my heart. I've wanted to come here for so long, and I'm here looking at these things now, and it's just incredible. I am so excited to be here. If I seem a little bit, I probably seem excited. I am excited. This is great. I hope it's coming across on film. Let's show you guys the rest of the place. Welcome to the Gate of the Puma, or Pumapunku. This ancient site is littered with megalithic stone, all of which were quarried at Lake Titicaca, which is about 50 miles away. That is a massive undertaking to move stones of this size that far. The site is incredibly important to the Incan people. However, they did not create this site. The Tiwanaku people created this site. And at its time of use, all of these stones would have been covered in gold and jewels and decorated in bright, beautiful colors. But all of that has long since been looted and taken away. The site here that we're standing on now is a sister site to Tiwanaku, and which is just right over the hill over this way behind us. And there's so much still left uncovered out here. Archaeologists have their hands full in discovering all of the extra stuff that's still out here waiting to be found. Tickets to Tiwanaku cost 100 Boliviano for foreigners, or around $15 US. And it's open 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So come on out, visit the largest archaeological complex in all of Bolivia. I know we had a blast. If you like the show and you want to see more of it, then hit that like button and subscribe. And share this video with all of your friends. Or if you'd like to support the channel more directly, then hit us up over on Patreon. Those are the best ways to help our channel continue to grow. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and have a great week.